Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to today's post-cabinet press conference. We are going to have some words from the Minister of Education, after which the Honourable Prime Minister will be here to take your questions. But we're going to start first with the Minister of Education. Minister.
Good afternoon, members of the media. I am very pleased to be in a position today to announce the results of CAPE and the CSEC examination results. These results were written by our students in Forms 5 and Form 6 in our secondary schools. Last week, CSEC announced the results of the CAPE, and yesterday, the results of the CSEC exams were made available to students in Trinidad and Tobago. At the Ministry of Education, we did an analysis of these results, and I'm happy today to inform you of the information that is now available to us and a slight analysis with respect to these results. Let me begin with CAPE. As you are aware, there are two units in CAPE, Unit 1 and Unit 2. In most of the secondary schools, students in lower 6, they write Unit 1, and students in upper 6, they write Unit 2. In some of our secondary schools, however, the Units 1 and 2 are written in upper 6, in just a few of the secondary schools, but the great majority of our secondary school students, they write the units in lower 6 and upper 6. With respect to Unit 1, there were 23,723 subject entries in 2016, and the results show that 94.6% of those who wrote Unit 1 achieved passes in grades 1 to 5. At the level of CAPE, the pass rate would be grades 1 to 5. And let me give you a little breakdown. Passes in grade 1, or students who achieve passes in grade 1, there were 5,384, which amounts to about 22.78%. Students who achieved grades 2, 6,089 students, which resulted in a pass rate or a percentage rate of 25.77. Grades 3, 5,146 students achieved grades 3, which amounted to 21.78%. Students who achieved grades 4, 3,598 such students, and that amounted to about 15.23%. And students who achieved grade 5, 2,140 students, percentage about 9.04. Unit 2 results. There were 10,796 entries, and of that, 94.1% of students received a passing grade, either grades 1 to grade 5. And again, let me give you the breakdown. Students who received grades 1, 2,665, that shows a percentage of 24.76. Students who received a grade 2, 2,439, which showed a percentage of 22.66%. Students who achieved grade 3, 2,320, 21.56%. Grade 4, 1,622 students, a percentage of 15.07, and grade 5, 1,082, percentage of 10.05. When we look at a comparison between 2016 and 2015, we would see that students in 2016, Unit 2, 94.10%, and in 2015, we had a pass rate of 93.9% in Unit 2. Let's look at Unit 1. In 2016, as I indicated just now, the pass rate was 94.6%, and in 2015 was 93.8%. So you'd see that there was a slight improvement in both years, grades 1 and 2. When we look at CSEC, now CSEC is the exam that is written at the level of Form 5. And those exams cover a number of subject areas. There's a slight difference in the pass rate for CSEC as opposed to the grades in CAPE. To achieve a passing grade in CSEC, you must achieve grades 1 or grade 2 or grade 3. So where students receiving a passing rate, a passing grade, either grades 1 to 3, we had 67.12% of our students who wrote the CSEC exams achieving a passing grade of either 1 or 3, 1, 2, or 3. Students who achieve 5 passes, and you would realize that 5 passes are considered a full certificate. We had 58.1% of students achieving 5 or more passes. In our system, there has always been a concern for mathematics and English language, that is referred to as English A. And when we look at 5 passes or more with English A and mathematics, the pass rate was 53.7%. And I would like to just give a little breakdown. In terms of mathematics, in 2016, the pass rate was 54.1%, whereas in 2015, the pass rate was 61.1%. So there was a slight decline in the pass rate in mathematics in 2016. Where English A is concerned, in 2016, the pass rate was 72%, and when that is compared with the pass rate in 2015, the pass rate in 2015 was 64.6%. So whereas we had a drop or decline in the number of passes in 2016 in the area of mathematics, we had an increase in the area of English language or English A. These are some of the areas that I would like to share with you, and if there are any questions, I'll be happy to respond to your questions. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. It seems as if there's a big decline in the CSEC results this year. Is this some concern for you? I mean, 67% getting just a passing grade. The math statistic there, it seems it's a bit worrying for CSEC. Are you sharing those same concerns?
With respect to mathematics?
With CSEC overall, the passing rate here doesn't seem to be very high at all. A little over half.
In terms of the comparisons, last year, 2015, and this year, we had almost the same number of persons who achieved a passing grade. If your question is that the 50-point-something% passes, if there is supposed to be some concerns about that, yes, I share your concern. We at the Ministry of Education are concerned about the pass rate in most of our subjects, in particular in English and in mathematics. And as a result, we have already put in place a number of strategies that will assist in the improvement of our students. We start with the level of the curriculum officers. The curriculum officers have been mandated to go to the schools and meet with the principals and the heads of departments to ensure that clinical supervision is done, to make sure that what is on the syllabus is taught and is taught in a timely manner. When we look at English language, we realize that there are some areas in English that are causing some problems where our students are concerned. In particular, poetry and the ability to read. Many of our students don't read, and we are encouraging our students to engage in reading. And also, you know, in education, there's something that we refer to as the affective domain, and our poetry is supposed to be in that area. So we have been putting strategies in place where that is concerned. In the area of mathematics, again, our curriculum supervisors will be moving and going to the schools, ably assisted by our school supervisors. But again, in mathematics, there is a problem with the understanding of concepts. And we have realized that, particularly in the secondary school, our students are grappling with understanding concepts. And one of the areas that we have identified is the area of algebra, where our students seem to are having some difficulty. And once they do not get a hold on algebra, it militates against their getting good grades.
It seems to be a lack of critical thinking, which has been a problem for quite some time. Have you all pinpointed why exactly that may be?
Well, we have to start from the primary school. Whatever we plan, we want to start from the primary school, and again, we want to encourage our students to engage in critical thinking, and this is why I made mention of poetry, and especially in the affective domain that I spoke about, where they'll be able to have an appreciation of the things that surround them. And that is an area, yes, we are looking at that. We want to develop that in all our students, and we want to start from the primary school where this is concerned.
Mr. Minister, have you arrived at scholarship winners in the context of the results that you have enunciated? And also, may I ask, what is there for students at the lower end of the ladder, in those who have not made it? Where did they go? What is there for them?
Okay, there are two questions that you have asked. Let me deal with the first one, scholarship winners. We have not yet received the merit listing from CSEC. Once we receive that, then we'll be able to determine our scholarship winners. I need to make the point that this year, Cabinet has decided that we'll be awarding scholarships to approximately 400 students. So we await that merit listing from CAPE, and as soon as we get that, then we will decide. Our scholarship selection committee will be hard at work, and that will be made available to the national community. Your second question with respect to, could you just, oh yes, those, right. In response to a question just now, I stated that we have to start from the primary school, because the primary school is really the foundation. And what we have realized is that at the primary school level, a number of our students are not coming to grips with a number of the concepts which I just spoke about. When we look at the results of the SEA exams, we found that there are a number of students, far too many of our students, who scored between 5 and 10, 5 in mathematics, 10 in English. And we have realized that a lot of work has to be done in these areas, and that will be translated right up into our secondary school system. And at the level of Form 1, we have started to put in place certain strategies so that our students in Form 1 will be given the assistance that is needed. So perhaps in the not-too-distant future, we will not have that large number of students who seem to be falling through the cracks.
Good afternoon, Minister. Peter Christopher from CNMG. I know that you're focusing mainly on English and mathematics, but have you noticed any other trends in any of these subjects where you're seeing a similar increase or decline that is alarming to the ministry?
In the other subject areas, we have found that the students have performed creditably. And in fact, I had some information here, which I am pleased to share with you. For example, in physical education and sport, we had a pass rate of 94.9%. In religious education, we had a pass rate of about 86.2%. In economics, 85%. And in most areas, we have had pass rates that made us proud. It is in the areas of English A and mathematics that there is need for additional work to be done.
Good afternoon, Mr. Minister. Can you tell us how many students got no passing rates, no passes at all?
How many students got
Not
no
even one.
passes?
Not even one.
No, I don't have that information readily, but I can make that available to the media. I don't have that available to me now. But I can tell you that those persons who got grades 5 in Cape, it was just about 9%. Okay, and at the level of CSEC, those persons remember in CSEC it is grades 1 to 3. That is the pass mark. Those who got below that, it is about 30-something%. But again, that information will be made available to you.